everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to my continued coverage of the Motorola Milestone 2 mobile phone. Now for those of you who haven't seen my previous coverage, please do check out the Geekanoids channel. There's already a video on the Milestone 2 showing an unboxing and product tour, also some camera and video performance and a look at internet browsing. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at texting and emails using the Milestone 2. Now let's have a look at text messaging first of all. You can see on the home screen here we've got a text messaging icon. Let's tap on that and we can tap on the plus to compose a new message. Now the first field is the to field where you're going to select your contacts to send your text message to, or you can tap on the enter message here box and we've got a QWERTY keyboard to enable us to start typing. In this orientation it's quite a small keyboard, but it is still very usable. So let's have a look. As you see, as I'm typing, it's coming up with word suggestions. This particular one, it's come up with the wrong word suggestion, so I'm going to have to go back and make sure I hit that X and then select texting. So there we go, that is in the portrait orientation. It's done a very good job of getting everything right, apart from the suggestion for texting was incorrect. Let's delete all of that. Now the second way of entering text is if I change this round into landscape orientation, and this brings up a bigger keyboard, and this one's probably big enough to actually do thumb typing on. Now I hit the voice initialization button there, so that was not very good. So there we go. So a few little mistakes there. I hit the voice to text entry button here, which was a bit of a mistake, but overall it's done a very good job, and this is certainly usable if you want to use your thumbs for typing. Now if I tap and hold here, I can actually change the input method as well. So if I change the input method to swipe, this gives me access to a new way of inputting text. I'm going to put the phone down to do this and zoom in, and this is where you move your finger from letter to letter without actually lifting it off of the screen. So let's delete what I've already entered and we're going to start typing again. So as you can see, it's given us the word this, space. Now it's asking me which word I want, so I have to select is. You don't even have to hit the space in between the words, you can just move on to the next word. Then we're going to tap and hold for the number 2. So as you can see, it made one mistake there. It said Missions 2 instead of Motorola Milestone 2. But overall, swipe is a nice way of entering text very quickly, and it certainly does save you having to keep tapping on the various keys. So let's delete that again. And there is a third way of entering text as well, or a fourth way I should say. So we've got that portrait format, we've got the landscape format, we've got the swipe method that I just showed you, and then if you slide this up, you've also got a physical keyboard as well. Now the physical keyboard on the Milestone 2 is very nicely spaced. It's got a good sort of raised middle to each of the keys, and it feels very nice. You can get away with thumb texting or sitting it down on a desk and tapping away like this. Well, I'm going to do that method for now, but believe me, it is just about big enough to use your thumbs on. So let's get typing on this physical keyboard. and there we go. So nice quick text entry using the physical keyboard. I like this a lot, it's a nice addition. If I just collapse the phone back down so that it's in the body of the phone, it doesn't add on a lot of bulk to the handset, and it is a nice motion as well when you actually release it. It doesn't slide up or angle up, it just stays at that same sort of angle, and it really doesn't add a lot of bulk to the handset. So I think that physical keyboard on the Milestone 2 was a worthy addition to this particular handset. So let's delete all of this, and now I'm going to give you a look at emails. So let's go back out to my home screen. Now there are various ways you can add email accounts to this. You can add normal POP3 or IMAP accounts, or you can add a Gmail account, and this is where this handset really comes into its own, is with its Gmail synchronization. This is one of my Gmail accounts. This has got all of my messages that come in to do with my YouTube videos. So I can scroll up and down and view all of my messages. I can actually delete or alter multiple messages at the same time. So I can use these little tick boxes next to my messages, including perhaps this subscription notification, and then I can either archive, label them, or delete the ones that I've selected. So let's delete all of those conversations. Another thing I can do is also obviously go into an email, and here I can read the email. I've got options to favourite the email by tapping on the star, or I can reply to the email by tapping on the reply icon. And once I do that, the keyboard pops up again, and I can either enter my text into the reply this way round, or I can go round to landscape, or I can slide up that physical keyboard and the on-screen one disappears. So I've got multiple ways of actually responding to an email. Let's go back round into this portrait format and go back one step again. Now this one I've actually got starred, but I didn't really want it starred, so I can tap on the little star and get rid of that, so it's no longer a favourite. And I also haven't actually read it. So if I tap and hold, a pop-up list comes up, and here I can choose to read it, archive it, mute it, mark it unread, delete it, add a star, or change labels. Well, I want to mark it unread, because after I finish this video review, I'm going to actually sit down and read that email properly. If I want to switch accounts, I can actually tap on the account name here, and if I have multiple accounts set up, they will appear in this list, and I can switch between accounts. There's no unified inbox, so you have to dive in and out of each account as and when you want to read your emails. So I hope you enjoyed that look at emailing and texting on the Motorola Milestone 2. This is a very nice handset. Very impressed with that physical slide out keyboard. I think that is a nice addition to the Milestone 2. Now a quick shout out to Clove Technology, who sent me this handset for the review. You can find them at clove.co.uk, and if you go on their website you can buy a SIM-free unlocked version of this for just £364. I think that's a very good price for such a fully featured handset. Now please do keep an eye on the Geekanoids channel, because the very next video in this series is going to be my full review of the Motorola Milestone 2. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This video review is sponsored by Crucial, the memory experts. They provide reliable PC, notebook and Mac memory to boost your system performance and improve your general workflow.